Here we are at Sunfish Pond, one of New Jersey's biggest diamonds that only very few people really get to see. I'd like to describe it to you, but after reading the Barefoot sisters, Susan and Lucy Letcher, we're going to read an excerpt from their book, The Barefoot Sisters, which describes this pond perfectly. Paul will read that.
I can get my footing. Just in time for our lunch break, we came to the shore of Sunfish Pond. Months back, a northbounder had told me to look for this place, the last glacial pond on the trail. I knew that I would miss the imprints of the most recent ice age when we hiked beyond the range of glaciation, the U-shaped valleys gouged from the rock, and the deep, clear tarns that sometimes filled them, so much like the landscape of home. I had looked forward to this final glacial pond, hoping it would grant me a memory worth carrying into the unfamiliar mountains of the south. The motionless water darkened from blue-gray to black under the curtain of fog. Across an inlet from us, flame-orange blueberry bushes blended their leaves with the red maples above them. Their reflections plunged toward the pond's dark center like the sparks of a bonfire leaping into the night sky. Through the fog, the crowns of birches and maples marked the far shore, blurry spheres of yellow and red hanging in the indeterminate space between water and air. For a hiker, I didn't pay much attention to my lunch. I gazed out over the water, trying to fix every detail of the scene in my mind. Jackrabbit seemed just as transfixed as I was. "Look at the trees on the far shore," I murmured, and she answered in the same reverent tone, "Look at that red leaf down there at the water's edge." As we packed up to leave, I felt a brief, wrenching sense of loss. However long I live, I thought, I will never again stand on the shore of Sunfish Pond in the fog on the loveliest day of October, having walked hundreds of miles to get here without even knowing what awaited me. "It's hard to leave this place, isn't it?" said Jackrabbit. I smiled, comforted by the thought that we would share this memory far down the trail after all the leaves fell. Nice.
These are the cairns that you can see behind Paul here. Hikers have been putting these here for years. This is a very protected pond. I don't know if you can hear that frog. This is the boulder field of a trail you have to walk for 3/4 of a mile. Anyway, we give you Sunfish Pond. I hope you enjoyed this video.